Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube, and today we are going to be talking about YOK. Yokaiswap is currently trading at about 68 cents, 67 cents, somewhere in there. Before we get into everything, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'm dropping the latest and greatest Yokaiswap videos, CKB videos, and much, much more. Also, this is where I drop all the links to my live streams and upcoming videos. So in yesterday's video, I was speculating how there was some sort of falling wedge that was forming on a grander scale. This is a 15-minute chart. This is all we really have to work with, but we did end up just getting an ABC correction and then bouncing right out of this thing as suspected. Now, we can also see that we got the inverse head and shoulder as I was hoping to get. So I do think that right now, Yokaiswap is sitting very, very good. And we can see that we do have some sort of ascending triangle that is almost formed here on a grander scale. And we can see this because I can plop down a horizontal line here, and then we can throw up a trend line here. So it wouldn't be of any surprise to me to see Yokaiswap start ripping within the next few hours. And I do think that we are going to see some really nice numbers. First and foremost, we're going to get some resistance right around the 71 cent level. This has been a popular level for resistance on YOK, the 76% level, right? The 76 cent level, excuse me. I do think that 91 cents, $1.15, and then I need to go in here and readjust some of these settings because TradingView through this platform I'm using doesn't have them activated. So this is what it's going to look like on the way up. 75 cents, 82 cents, 91 cents, and of course that dollar coming in right at the 200% level. So I do think that we are gearing up to see a bigger move, this being 0 to 1 to 2, and I do think that we're gearing up to see a much bigger move to the upside. And I do believe that we are in the early stages of seeing Elliott wave theory to the upside. So I think that over $1, possibly in the next 1 to 3 days, for Yokaiswap is totally possible. I would actually reiterate maybe 3 to 5 days. Next week, sometime within the next week, we will probably see $1 Yokaiswap. And that's as long as people don't start bailing here at this pivot point. So Yokaiswap is looking very, very good right now, but it is important to talk about any downsides that might occur to boot. So with that said, let's just throw up a retracement. If this thing starts heading downward, let's say it comes down for a double bottom, 52 cents. On the way down, we can look at the 64 cent. You get some heavy resistance in there, or some heavy support at 61 cents. And again, the last line of defense before this 52 cent level is 57 cents. Now, I do think that there might be a possibility for a Gartley move to the downside here as well. I wish, well, maybe this chart is so messed up. I'm going to try to perform this, and this may be an indication whether or not we are gearing up for a move to the downside. So what I'm going to do here is just try my best to do a Gartley pattern. This may or may not be accurate based off what I'm seeing here, so we need to figure this out. So first things first, this is going to be my X spot. We're going to come up to our A, measure down to the X, and what I'm looking for here is for price action really to be above this 61.8-ish level. So we have that, and I'm going to go ahead and mark this off. And technically this could come up to the 70s, right up to this 100% level. So this is what I'm looking for here. We've got the zone. Let's flip flop and come on down here. So what I'm looking for here is that we don't have, well, what I'd be looking for here if I was trying to find a Gartley pattern is for price action to come down and touch the 61.8 or land somewhere in this purple box, which it doesn't. So this leads me to believe that we don't have to worry about price action retracing down to this 127 or 45 cent level. And this is such, this is such a new chart that anything can happen. I just want you guys to know. But you can see that there are some buy orders in low. It doesn't say any information here. I don't know anything about this stuff down here, but I do think that YOK is poising to really rip to the upside here. I think we've got the ascending triangle going, inverse head and shoulders. You could also just call this a cup and handle. I mean, really. And so I do think that we're going to see a YOK breakout here rather quickly. Head on up to that $1-ish level. So big shout out to all the Patreons. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, $3 a month, they'll get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this channel. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, wherever you're at in the world.